welcome to another episode of the rank grind on the Horizon servers. Today we start at rank 1978, 1978. That puts us at 4.47 percentile on these servers. Huge. Looking good, looking good. So let's just jump right into it. Seems like we've got a interesting spread of maps today. Transition into the game. Surf Crazy Frog Reloaded Fix as our first map.
That's compliment.
Like Velveeta. Velveeta.
Yes, this is
Like a whole block
quite
of cheese. That's crazy.
it's got an interesting start.
The whole wheel, bro. The whole wheel. I don't break your guys' rules, but you break mine.
But let's go ahead and try this anyway.
You break the rules all the time. What are you talking? I know.
So this map has some
You skirt everything.
decent skips here. One of them is that starting this ramp. You can cut the corner, and then right at the end there's a funnel you need to hit the side of to go down. Instead of going down the funnel. Whoa, that was horrible. Instead of popping up and going down the funnel, letting gravity do the work, you surf off the outside of the funnel and force your way down into the teleporter, which is below. Oh, almost like that. Stage 2 has an interesting start as well. Whoa, missed that. Where you need to jump off the side of the ramp so you don't have fall time.
Yeah, I gotta
There you go, that's better. So just like this. Oh, I missed. I'll just do a nice run through the map first. But you have to hit the side of this ramp so you don't go flying up, because if you just run off this, you gain upward momentum. You don't want to do that, so instead, just hit the side of it, and we fall immediately, skip this second ramp, and drop down without hitting the top of that ramp. That ramp likes to glitch a little bit. Do this again. Good start. We have to come up off this ramp at a high enough angle where it won't bunny hop us off the top. Here we have a couple of skips, just small micro adjustments. Let's do a little bit of practice. It's been a little bit, so I'll use that as my excuse today. There we go. Good launch here and here. Here we fall a little faster. Again here, do the whole corner skip, and then we launch up the top and then just land directly in that hole. No real faster way of doing that. Hitting the roof allows us to cut all our upward momentum faster than, well, anything else really. A little too low.
You pull out a weave?
Just gotta practice these a little bit. This is a pretty solid map. With these skips, we jumped off the top. With these skips, we can get a good, well, if anything, 1% time. Man, that's annoying. That's an annoying ramp.
I've said some ugly things in the past. I'd like to move on.
Yeah, Blue would also like to move on.
This is good. Oh, did not turn fast enough. Again, turning is a delicate balance when you're going fast. If you turn too fast, you actually lose speed because of the air accelerate. And I just didn't go high enough there. You lose speed because of the air accelerate, and if you don't turn fast enough, you smack into the ramp.
That's part of the reason I don't remember that fucking blue incident.
1, 2, 3, stay.
Yeah.
It's a good drop right there. I just neglected that skip. We go up. It doesn't matter the path we take so long as we make it into there.
You just mastered
Here.
when I quit playing. I was like 8 months ago.
We have to leave a little bit early. Wow. I am not doing well. Gotta get my bearings here. Just come off the edge here and try to hit this ramp nice and smooth. them up, but not too high. Cut those corners.
Big true.
Skip all of this. And then here we have to, the goal is to cut that corner as fast as possible. Get close to that corner. There's an upward gravity instead of a downward gravity. And so we have to cut that ledge. Otherwise we waste a lot of time. It's similar to losing time because you're floating in the air. It's just the opposite direction. So that was an okay stage 1. That was a horrible start to stage 2, so I'm gonna restart.
That's racist now, you can't say that.
Hit ramp 1 pretty hard, but let's just keep going. That was a really high launch, so a lot of time wasted there. Okay, and I hit the ground before I hit the boost pad, so we'll just see.
The entire first stage of Legends Light is better than this stage.
Wow, I'm falling off all these ramps.
Imagine being stuck on stage 1 of Legend.
Feeling quite slow.
Yep.
But this is a good warm-up map. A lot of technical parts, and small stuff. Gets you into the zone pretty fast. This is a better start to stage 2.
Hear me out. Cox and Legends Light.
Did a bunny hop off of that ramp. That ramp's super annoying, very glitchy. Wow.
You can't have that profile picture.
I'm gonna meet you.
Bro. What do you mean?
Let's turn it down.
You need your name and you have that profile picture, dude. Come on.
Hey, my dad's from Canada and I'm a Marine. I rate.
No.
You should be in the same room as your computer when you talk.
It's a little high on that ramp. That was a better landing. And I keep hitting them. I keep jumping too fast. Gotta let ourselves have more room here.
I've spilled a lot of beer on this mic, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but...
That was a better corner cut, but still a little high. Keep hitting the ground before. That's a better start to stage 2.
You have American bacon.
You know
A
what?
little high here. That's alright. Good. Didn't bunny hop this time.
Username for such a long time and you just made me feel dumb as shit.
That was a good cut of that corner.
It really should be American bacon.
Skip there. Come straight up. And fall straight down.
What's the difference? Everything is so different.
Launch off here. This ramp a little hard, but it's alright. There's some room for improvement. Also, it's a little high here. Again, it's okay. Here, we try to get as close to this corner as possible. Jam right up against this wall. That's a top 2% time.
They don't like calling it ham though.
You know pork chop tastes like bacon, right?
You know pork's trash.
That's like calling a fucking hamburger a steak.
So we can do better than that. Top 1% is rank 88. So we're actually just barely 2% here.
No, hamburgers
is
have ham.
But we can definitely
All hamburgers are bacon.
Yes.
get closer. Wow. But already, alright, let's... Alright. Back 101. So we have to do a little bit of work here. This is the fault of an antivirus system that's a little trigger happy with these files. And so it will modify one of the CS game files every so often because it'll think there's a hidden virus. And to fix it, we have to delete that specific game file and then reacquire it. It's unfortunate it happened so late because we got a decent time and we had a good run there, but we're waiting for this reacquisition here. validating Counter-Strike files now. We just get to look at the times. We have a pretty good spread. Everything is, apart from the higher tiers and 1 tier 2, we're doing well. Everything's 10% or better. Couldn't ask for better times here. And then especially with that crazy frog, we already gained a couple of ranks, which is nice. So here we go. We are acquiring the files. And we'll get back into the game here real quickly. There's about 5 minutes left on Crazy Frog. I'm not sure if that's enough time for us to get a 1% time, but we will try our best. Here's the game loads up once again. And let's join the server. Go back into the game view. Or a blank screen because the game is frozen as the map loads. That's one of the things I never figured out. Those smart folk over at Valve. Alright, let's set our start once more. Let's see if we can get this 1%. It's really high. As you get closer and closer to the top ranks, the room for error just diminishes. That was a great transition, but a horrible conversion. It was a great cut off of the second ramp. It was a little high as well. Here's another, ooh, very close clearance. Again, the closer you are to the ground there, the less time you waste floating in the air, the more speed you have horizontally because you didn't waste it going vertically up. Wow, I'm okay. Alright. The server is always right. Okay, that's a great cut there. That's about as close as we can get. Great. Stage 1. Alright, let's try to keep this momentum going. Good here, and we just missed the ramp. Alright. We did set a PB actually for stage 1. That's a good 1% time. Here we go. Is there... I don't think I've ever done that map before. Fornax. It's the one I voted for.
Dude, Horizon's brand new. It just came out.
It's a little high here.
Legit just came out.
Good. Oh, I keep jumping off too early. You gotta not do that. It's okay. We're still out of our time until we bunny hop off the ramp. Alright, Horizon. Okay, Mesa Revo. I think we've done that map on this though. I think we've done that map.
3. Dude, Mesa's been here for too long.
It's better and a better start. Good. So Brado's gonna once again jump a little too.
I think I know.
Cut the corner too much because I didn't go high enough. I had to cut a little bit closer. Mesa Revo. So we might jump over to.
I think I know how to get
Well,
good.
can we? It's well, we'll see. We could work on some maps here. Both the other servers are on maps we've already done. That would have been a great time if I didn't mess up that ending. That's not. Right. Closing in on about a minute left here on the server time, so we might not be able to do another run. Nope, got some good time here. Leave these ramps. I'll take these a little safer. Even though it's over. Oh my goodness. Alright, we got one more chance at this. I'm sliding off all the ramps. Get these fingers warmed up.
actually have 420 maps done.
60 seconds remaining, and our PB is a 58-second run.
Last run, nerds.
So
Hope I don't
we've
fail.
just enough time
Wow,
to do this right. I think I hit the
This
ground.
stage
I think I
is
heard the
bad.
sound cue.
Nobody who's ever done stage 2 in their life sucks dick.
That's okay. Go.
Actually, skip you can do on the ending of stage 2. So where you hit at the bottom of the ramp and you get down momentum.
Okay, that's a good cut there.
One on stage 2.
And hit the roof.
Trash.
Or ceiling. I keep saying roof again and again and again.
Well, you're doing great, Epic. You're doing great, man.
But yeah, I've been random shit, you
Go
know.
back over here.
Not skipping
Stay
things.
a little lower. That's much better. That's much lower than what we had before.
I want to sell my PoE account, $100. Get me on.
And then around. It's a 2% time still. 0.36.
Perry literally got that time right when it changed.
Wow.
Nice.
13.
He's muted, dude.
Oh. The better 2%. 2% nonetheless. But we move on to Surf Mesa Revo. 30. I'm happy with that time. I know I can get a 1%, but we might have to grind that out. Let's set our start. Yes, we already have a 4% time on this map.
Is it easy for
I think that's 4%.
I don't have any.
It's the new.
Are you kidding me? Alright, well, there's something messing with my files here, so I think I'm gonna cut this stream a little short. Gotta figure out what's this all about, so thanks for tuning in. I'll get this sorted out, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.